What is up, everyone? It's the Golden Centurion here, back at it again for some more CPC content. So I know this upload's really late, guys. I'm sorry. I had some computer issues, and I got pretty busy with school, but I'm here now. So this is my week 8 matchup, I believe, versus Johnny Pool. No, this is my week 7 matchup. My bad. So you guys can see the team that he brought here is Scolipede, Mew, Suicune, Scizor, Stunfisk, and Mienshao. So the team I happen to bring is my Weavile, my Thundurus, my Marlux, or my Mega Venusaur, my Drachi, Empoleon, and my Golurk. So I'll just break through my team real quick. My Weavile is pretty standard, I believe, with knockoff, Icicle Crash, Ice Shard, Life Orb. My Thundurus is an agility sweeper. My Mega Venusaur, it's a pretty bulky Mega Venusaur, physically defensive, I believe. It has Ingrain, which that will come into play later, sadly. I have my Choice Scarf Jirachi. Then I have my Empoleon, who is Roar, Rock, Scald, and Toxic. And then I have a decently bulky, kind of offensive, though, Golurk. So, looking at his team, I figured he might want to lead with his Mienshao, as it will probably be Choice Scarfed and high jump kick or U-turn momentum. So I decided to leave with my Golurk. So I go Golurk, and he goes Suicune. So I'm against a Suicune here, and obviously he got this matchup right. I wonder if he probably predicted me to go Golurk to set up rocks. But I'm okay with this lead, as I can then go into my Mega Venusaur, who will take nothing. So I go to my Mega Venusaur as he gets off a Scald. So I Mega Evolve right away. He decides to go for a Calm Mind while I go for a Leech Seed. And he probably realizes he doesn't win this exchange, so he switches out into Mega Scizor, who I then go for Giga Drain. So he doubles out into Mew, and I decide to stay in and hit Power Fire. So I go into Empoleon expecting a Psychic, but also knowing he wouldn't go for T-Bolt here, so I could take any hit. As you guys can see, that does like 18. So he doubles out into Suicune as I take this to get up my rocks. So I decided to just fire for Toxic here. He goes for Scald, maybe expecting me to switch. Or no, I went for Roar, my bad. Now he doubles back out into Suicune. And on this turn, I went for Toxic against Mew. The reason why I didn't go for Toxic on that Suicune was I didn't know if he was a substitute variant. I assumed he was going to be a substitute variant or a Protect variant to kind of stall me out. So I went for Roar Bear instead. But against Mew, I was pretty confident that he'd stay in or he'd switch out. So the Suicune's now Toxic, which is insanely good for my team. So I decided to go right out into my Marluxia as he goes for Scald. And this is the turn that everything goes wrong. So he switches out, of course, and goes into Stunfisk. I hit Ingrain. So, guys, I thought Ingrain was Infestation for some reason. I kind of prepped late at night for this, and I didn't happen to double check. So what I thought Infestation would do is it'd trap whoever my opponent is in the field, and then it would slowly do damage to them. However, that is what Infestation does, but I brought Ingrain, where I trap myself on the field and I slowly get more health, which isn't the worst, but as you guys can probably tell, I get completely set up on by this Mew. I doubt Suicune will want to set up on me, especially since he's Toxic. Scolipede can come in here and get up some Swords Dances. And I can't switch out. So that's really unfortunate for me. I had complete momentum in this match, I believe. However, just this one turn by overlooking my prep is going to cost me big. So I go for Giga Drain. He has a Rendo Berry, which is cool prep on his part. He gets up his own rocks, and then he goes out into Mew, and I can't do anything. So he has Roost. So right away I kind of realized the set is Roost, Flamethrower, and then so I go up for Seeds. So he's not getting the most health. He has Psyshock, as he should. So Giga Drain, and I am getting an insane amount of health back because of Ingrain and Bees. However, with Flamethrower, Psyshock, Roost. I'm just praying his last move isn't Calm Mind, as he'd be able to set up on me all day. But it is. So now he can completely just set up on me and go up to +4/+4 if he wanted to. As you guys are going to see, I cannot really touch this Mew. I wish I had Sludge Bomb, but I don't. If I had Sludge Bomb, I could fish for a poison, and that plus Leech Seed might want him to not try and set up on me as much. But this is just because I overlooked on my Ingrain. I'm basically lost my Mega Venusaur as well as let this Mew get up to plus whatever it wants to, really. I'm going to go ahead and skip these turns because it's literally just him setting up and then roosting. So he goes for Psyshock, doesn't pick up the kill. I go for Giga Drain to 9 damage. And I believe he goes for another Calm Mind or Roost here. Okay. So he roosts here. Smart play to do. So I'm at 56, but I die to a Psyshock. So now I go out into my Trident. I'm actually I'm especially defensive Trident, and since his 2 offensive moves are Flamethrower and Psyshock, I can take either combination. So what I should do is, knowing that he's going to stay in, I should Toxic, because he's obviously going to stay in, and I can take any combo. If he goes for Flamethrower after Leech Seed, I will be able to live another one. If he goes for Psyshock after Leech Seed, I'll be able to live another one. However, me really fearing the fact that if he crits me on any one of those turns, I completely just lose the game, or if he gets 2 complete max high rolls. So I decided to Roar instead of going for Toxic. Also had a miss Toxic, that would have been horrible. So he goes for Psyshock. As you guys could see, I could live another one, especially after Leech Recovery. But it's fine. So he goes into Scizor, he Mega Evolves, he goes for Knockoff. I was Rocky Helmet, that's right. And I go for Scald. Hopefully I could get a burn on the Scizor, that'd be huge. So 2 Scalds, no burn so far. He's just going to roost off my damage. Thankfully, I'm in torrent range, so I'm doing decent-ish damage. But as you guys can see, I believe 4 or 5 Scalds, and I don't get a burn at all, which is really unfortunate, as I would have loved to see this Mega Scizor burnt. But instead, he can go ahead and get off a Swords Dance, and he decides to Bullet Punch me here. So I'm dealing with a +2 Mega Scizor, which means my Twilight's going to take a... Actually, he decides to switch, which is the right play for him. But since I'm Choice Scarf, I'm now Choice locked into Fire Punch now, so I obviously have to switch out into my Zeus. So he goes for Rest, and I figure I need a Miracle here to get me back in this game. So he goes into Mienshao as I go for Agility. So probably a bit early to pop the Agility card, but I'm figuring I got to go for game here. So I get off my Thunderbolt, completely knock out his Mienshao. His Colbur Mew can live this hit. However, he cannot live a second Dark Pulse. So Thundurus is trying to bring us back in the game. Now, this is where I mess up again. As you guys can see, my team of Alphonse, Twilight, and Weavile cannot beat his Suicune, especially since he rested off my Toxic. So I need to save Thundurus for Suicune. However, for some reason, I don't. I decided to stay in and try and get damage on the Stunfisk, which I could have perfectly gone into Alphonse and been fine with, but just misplays on my half. So I go for Ice Shard, knock out the Stunfisk. He goes into his Mega Scizor, which he didn't calc properly here, as my Ice Shard was able to just knock this thing out. But now he goes Suicune, and I pretty much lose the game now because I can't touch this thing at all. My knock off his lefties. He reveals to be Rest Sleep Talk. However, another knockoff, as you guys can see, that's not doing enough. His Scald is almost going to take me out. And then I need a really high roll, but nope. And then he wakes up and rests. So now it's basically if I can flinch him with Jirachi. So I go for Zen Headbutt. He lives that, and I can't even flinch him because he's asleep. So this game's pretty much over now, as since I can't flinch, he's just going to get up Calm Minds. So I go for Zen Headbutt. He'll wake up and he should rest. Yeah. So I obviously can't win this game anymore, guys. So I decided to make a risky switch into my Alphonse. But he gets a Scald Sleep Talk right away. Pops my Figgy Berry, and he gets another. Well, that fails. Then I go for Power Up Punch, figuring this is my only play. But he's just going to wake up and Scald kill me. Yeah. And then, well, now he's awake, so I can try and Zen Headbutt him down. But as you guys can see, that's not going to work. He's going to crit me. And I don't get a flinch on either one of them. So that's the game, guys. We take a 2-0 loss to Johnny Ricepool. Not going to lie, the biggest problem with this match was my Mega Venusaur. Had I not just been setup fodder for the Mew, I probably could have won this game had I not brought Ingrain, as having Mega Venusaur would be huge for the Suicune, as well as I realized I probably should have saved my Thunderous Tea, as that also allowed me to deal damage to Suicune. So these are two crucial mistakes that were honestly really rookie mistakes, and I shouldn't be making these mistakes, but I'll make sure I prep a bit better with my Mega Venusaur, and I'll perform better in my play. But we got 3 more games now. We have Narf Vader next week. We have Shadow for week 9, and my good friend Gypsy King in week 10. So hopefully with these last 3 games, we can cop out at least 2 Ws. Um, I can beat Narf, I can beat Shadow as long as I play my game, but beating Gypsy is definitely going to be a really uphill battle. All right, guys. So I'm gonna go ahead and head out. Also going to upload my week 8 video later tonight versus Narf. All right, I'll catch you guys later. Bye.